Hello from me, Lazar Hristov. Welcome to the next lesson from my new book, Master's 3 Techniques and Adaptive plus Responsive Design, which is also a sequel to my book. Creating a website from scratch, Part 2. Here's the initial layout. And last time we stopped here, and we looked at responsive images using percentages. Now, besides using percentages, there are other, more advanced ways to do this. We'll cover these methods step by step in the following lessons. So the first way is through the property of the img tag, object-fit. This property is used to specify how elements like img or video should be resized to fit into their container. Here is our example with object-fit. We set the value to contain. These are the dimensions of the image. We've reduced them by half. And here's what you'll see. So the image will be half the size because that's what we set, and the contain value makes it fit into this container that we've defined. Now, the object-fit property has the following possible values. Fill, this is its default value. The image is resized so that it fills the entire container, but without preserving its aspect ratio. This is very important, because this is not a very good idea. The image gets stretched or squished. It becomes distorted. The contain value. This is, in my opinion, the most commonly used value. It keeps its aspect ratio and resizes itself, as we saw in the previous example. The cover value is also interesting. The image preserves its aspect ratio, filling the given dimension, but will be cropped to fit. None does not resize. And the last one, scale down. The image is scaled down to the smallest version of none, or contain. Now here we'll also look at an additional property that is used along with object-fit. This is object position, and it specifies the position of the image, or video, within its container. This property is used mainly when the values set in object-fit are cover or contain. That is, cover is when it is cropped, and contain, as we saw, is when it fits in its container. Now we're just going to mention it briefly in this lesson, without giving a full example of it. Now, we can assign values to it using keywords, such as center, top, bottom, left, right, or a combination of them, like top left, bottom right. So here the first parameter is on the x-axis, right. The x-axis is this, the horizontal one. And the second parameter is on the y-axis, which is the vertical one. Here are some examples of settings. For example, object-fit is set to cover and the position is in the center. Here it is top left 30%, 50%, 30 pixels, 50 pixels. You see, this property can be specified in different units of measurement. And when the default value is center-center, or 50% 50%, this means that the content is centered on both axes. This property is especially useful when you want to control which part of the image is visible when using cover. That is, when it is cropped. For example, you can focus on a certain part of the image for portraits, or for important details, for example from a photograph. That's all for this lesson. Best regards.